It's really nice.
So bite one of the pits, though, because then that's where you see where the structure of that kind of acidic, tannic thing in the background. Right, it's not that bad.
It's not that great.
Well, oh, baby.
That is crazy. Whoa, whoa.
That's the paradise of wine.
Hemos oído el clic. Wow.
Ay, ay, ay.
Mira.
¿Viste el tapón?
Now I know what to do when I can't find the wine opener in my house.
You know your stuff.
Nice
Look at this.
work.
Why do you do an entry like this, huh?
Why do you see this one?
Classy.
Hey. We're off.
One, two. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
Our road trip had taken us to Basque country, and naturally, we were basking in all its sunshine and glory.
Espectacular.
Es super fino.
Super fino. Hacen vino.
Ay, ay, ay.
We had met up with the legend Frank Gehry in Bilbao and slept under his roof in Rioja.
Whoa. Holy jeez, look at that. These Spaniards got some crazy vision to put something like this in the middle of the sticks.
Gwyneth and Claudia had treated themselves to the good old soak and scrub routine.
I love the fact that there's a spa like with all these detoxifying treatments in Rioja Vineyard.
Yeah, me too.
Where you just finish and then you get bombed on red wine. Detox to retox.
Bittman and I bit off a bit more strenuous workout, a boys' night out at the local tapas bar till the wee hours of the morning.
We're out of here.
I think we should walk on to the night as dark as the calamari, with the boat of the Guggenheim floating over the clouds as we wander.
Let's go.
Next morning, I was back in the saddle and ready to rumble again.
You're looking particularly delicious this morning, Miss P.
Thank you very much.
Especially framed by the magnificent vineyards in the background. I must admit, this is one of my great hotel experiences
This
in
is
life.
great. This is going on my list, I think.
The whole vinous quality of everything. Even the shampoo and even the lotion here is delightful, wouldn't you say? Everything about it is just perfect.
The shower gel is like a peach wine
Right,
thing.
exactly.
Oh,
I like wine products and as many things as I can get my hands on.
me too. Now see, this is something you don't get. No, do you know what happens? Is because when I'm not home, which I'm always home, so this trip is like the first time, you know, to be away. And when I'm not sleeping with one ear open, I sleep so deeply.
Profoundly.
And then I wake up completely out of it and like, you know,
It's
a
like on
mental
vacation.
patient. Exactly.
Well, we'll have you some coffee immediately. So today, what do you want to do?
I don't know, I'd love to cook something.
That's a good idea. Fall vegetables, perhaps we'll find
Yeah,
something.
that would be fantastic.
There's certainly no shortage of perfect locations, it looks like, here.
They must have a huerta around here, right?
Yes.
I don't know, I'd love to see some grapes. They're in the middle
Eat
of
some off the
harvest,
vine. Yeah,
right?
if there's anything we could do, I would love to see a little bit of the crush.
What does
that
the grape
fragrance.
taste like right off the vine?
Sweet and delicious,
Sweet.
except if you chew it all the way through and eat the pits have a bit of tannin. So it's almost like a little concentrated preview of what the wine's going to taste like. But they're sweet as candy. I mean, they're
So
like
do they
table grapes.
remove the pits from the grape?
Well, they
seeds?
press it, right? But
With the seeds in.
With the skins on and the seeds in it. And then they remove that juice and that stuff that's left over. That's what they make the orujo out of.
Oh, I see.
So the seeds, the stems, the pits,
See, I
all
didn't
get used
know this.
again.
This is criminal to be a wine lover and not know the basic tenets of wine.
Well, today you can see it all. Once you've seen it once, it's certainly not rocket science, but there's a traditional kind of strategy that everyone that makes really good wine follows.
Right.
And then it's all about the terroir, where it grew
Right.
and how they treat it.
And
But
then they ferment it, and then in steel, and then it goes into oak.
I'm not sure how they do it here. I bet they ferment some of those.
Buenos días.
¿Qué quieren tomar?
Un café con leche. Para mí un huevo cocinado a 65 con bastones de pan.
Vale.
¿Nos traes un pedazo de del torta de Alcázar?
Sí.
Torta de Alcázar.
Torta de Alcázar.
Alcázar, muy bien.
Ningún problema.
Muy bien.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias. I ordered an egg cooked, as it says on the menu, to 65 degrees, which must mean a soft-boiled egg
Okay.
with bastones, which are little sticks,
Soldiers.
walking sticks. And then the torta Alcázar is a round-formed, semi-soft cheese that, when it's absolutely perfect, they slice off the top and then they take it and spoon it out.
When it's ready. Yogurt. Look at that. Some organic, lovely yogurt de nuestro rebaño de pastoreo con bífidos y otras bacterias lácticas.
Lactic material.
Sounds just what I need.
Exactly. You up for some lactic love this morning? Ooh, it looks a little thin. Is it sheep?
No, it's goat's milk.
It is goaty.
I love goat cheese.
I think it's whether you were introduced to the cheese first or the barn first. And if you're introduced to the barn first, you think of that smell, because it all kind of smells
The same.
in various intensities,
The
kind of
same
barny.
smell, yeah.
Which either you like. There's Burgundy wines and there's Spanish wines that taste a little like the barn a little bit, at the beginning when they're just opened.
Right.
And if you like that, then you're in. But if you find it disgusting, then you'll never be able to consume the final product. Barn guy. No problem. I'd say you're half a barn gal.
I do like, yeah, I'd say you're right. I do like certain things to be particularly pungent, but then
Like cheese. Like if you like a
cheese.
good ripened, full-bodied cheese,
absolutely.
then you're on that road. That one's light and delicious and very creamy.
It's definitely got a kick to it.
Did your wine spa treatment cause you any joy? Deeper sleep? Or
I don't know, I had weird dreams, but I definitely slept well and I felt so relaxed. It was so nice. I felt so lucky to get that treatment. It was so great.
As I opened my eyes at about 10 after 7 this morning and I had left my curtains and windows open, all I saw was the sun beginning to shine.
So, how was your workout yesterday?
My workout yielded great benefit. I did what we call the 1/2 ounce curls, where you pick up a lot of things that weigh 1/2 of an ounce and you do a lot of repetition.
I thought
muy
so.
Eso está bien. La fruta para ella.
Wow.
Look at that.
Le dejo aquí su té.
Gracias. That is a farm egg.
Want some?
No, thank you. But that looks beautiful.
It is so perfect.
I want to take a dozen of those home to my children.
And make pasta out of those yolks.
Oh, yeah.
It would be.
That's a great idea.
Can you imagine heading over to the diner in Manhattan and said, I'd like my egg cooked to 65 degrees Celsius, please. And then put it on a little plate for me.
If you asked, they wouldn't blink an eye. Yes, chef. Right away, chef.
This is butifarra.
It's nice to have it 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hold on, I can't quite see you on that high horse over there. Exactly. Is that a morality saddle you're riding onto?
No morals attached.
Just a high horse.
No, no high horse.
Let's see, hold on. Maybe if I dip the sausage in the egg. Come on, tell me if you weren't a meat eater, that wouldn't just make you happy.
I don't know. It's been so long. Was it good?
It tastes kind of barnyardy. We're back in the game.
Is this a positive thing?
Yes, oh, definitely.
Okay.
We've been discussing the merits of the barn all day.
I know, I'm just wondering what,
That's where we're going.
within the margin of barnish, where it's falling.
It falls on the excellent side. So Frank Geary.
That was really an unbelievable meeting.
Not at all what I expected.
Really?
Well, I expected a lofty, kind of distant, professorial type to kind of look down at the world, and he was a totally
I didn't expect
groovy
that.
dude. No,
He was amazing.
I'd heard that he was very not easy to get to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of course, standing next to Gwyneth Paltrow, it's easy to get next to someone like that.
He was lovely.
He was great.
I could have talked to him for 3 more hours. I mean, I had so many questions for him. You can tell, I mean, he has to be a good guy because his buildings and the way that he thinks about them are so innovative but sensitive at the same time.
Right.
You know, it's like you're here. Look how he's framed this church. I mean, every viewpoint is so well thought out. You've got this sandstone or lime, whatever it is, and it's just picking up all of the natural old stone here. So it's so organic. And
Well, right, the reflective quality of the metal and the way that it just kind of molds in. When you look at it, when I looked at a photo of this before we got here, I'm like, oh my God, it's like Las Vegas. I'm thinking of something really shiny in a funny place that it doesn't match. But the way that it reflects the natural colors, even in its kind of purpleness from the front, is remarkably integrated into this countryside.
Yes, I agree.
It's so beautiful.
I agree.
Marqués de Riscal has been a wine that we've been drinking since as long as I can remember Spanish wine.
Yeah.
To find a
Very
magnificent,
famous.
right, exactly. But I didn't think anything really of it. Marqués de Riscal was kind of like regular table wine. To get here now and to find out that it's got this beautiful hotel on it in the middle of this beautiful País Vasco de Rioja,
Amazing.
it makes me very excited about going and seeing a little bit about the wine business.
Yeah.
And most importantly, drinking a little of the older vintages.
Absolutely.
Is that a breakfast decision?
You know what? At this point, all bets are off.
Exactly. Well, that's what we'll do after breakfast.
Okay, perfect. I would love to do that.
So some of these vines have little dehydrated looking grapes, which would make it a beautiful dessert wine.
Oh, really?
Well, because now they're really intense. They're almost like raisins. Did you get a raisiny one?
No, I got a real looking one.
All right, try a raisiny one
Wait,
too.
so are the more dried ones like Amarone kind of wine?
Exactly. And that mix. See what they've done is they've thrown some on here because they're either been bit, right? Sweet.
It's a lot better than I thought it
Is
was
it
gonna
tannic? The skin
little
has
bit,
a
but-
tannin.
Very sweet and it's really nice.
So bite one of the pits though, because then that's where you see where the structure of that kind of acidic tannic thing in the background. Right. It's not that bad.
It's not that great.
Well, it's what part of the vinous nature of the vines. This is the moment of truth.
What are they gonna do here?
They're going to dump those grapes into the hopper,
Wow.
and they're going to start the whole process.
I love the leaves.
See, now that is,
Are these all hand picked?
oh yeah.
Someone's going through
Someone's
and
going through and picking them, and they're not picking like we just saw. They're leaving the little shrivelly ones on, but they're taking some of them.
I've never seen this before. This is
Where
fantastic.
have you been?
Not on a vineyard, apparently.
We've been busy making movies and babies.
That's right. Wow, wow, wow.
Hello.
Okay, here it goes.
Here comes, look, some
Ooh, ooh,
pre-made
ooh.
juice. Oh, baby.
That is crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's the paradise of wine. It's the natural squeezings.
That's amazing.
That was only squeezed by its own natural weight.
Oh,
Now
here
look.
it goes. So this machine removes the stems and the leaves?
This machine starts to crush the grapes. It goes in through there. Right now, underneath that, the juice is starting to come out. And because it's got this little thing dragging it through, a lot of the skin, but not all of it, will get ground through.
Okay.
The big pieces of stems and all those leaves will continue on this way, and they'll be kind of just filtered out.
Right. So the grapes fall through.
Right, and now you can smell it. Smell that? Raw, grapey deliciousness. That's what, again, when we talked about the barnyard earlier, this is what this kind of wine smell is. It's very raw, it's very unfinished, and that's where you get the deliciousness of it.
And then when do they do the mix of the different grapes, or is this just one pure grape, this type of wine?
No, they mix it. They'll blend it with something. That's after they've already vinified everything. They'll make giant 250 gallon barrels and they'll keep these all separate, different vineyards, and then they'll blend the vineyards because they know that the vineyard with the more southern eastern exposure will have the more developed sugar and develop more alcohol. The other one that's maybe a little colder and less sunny will have something that's adding to the components. So it becomes like this giant symphony where the violins come in, then the cello comes in, then the trombones come in, and that's the winemaker's work.
That's sort of the art of it?
Yeah, that's the total art of it. In addition to having manifested all of your ideology in the field.
Right.
They'll go through, they'll do a green harvest in, say, June, and they'll pick off half the grape bunches because they want the vine's roots to concentrate on making even more intensely flavored the grapes that are left on there.
There they go.
Ciao, baby. Seeing the beginning of the wine process makes me want to taste the end of the wine process, even immediately after breakfast.
Nothing like a little pre-lunch glass of vino.
Little aperitivo. So we go see if we can find some?
Absolutely.
So, 3,000 to 5,000 bottles from every vintage since 1862. The only thing I can think that we're missing here is a Walmart-sized shopping cart. Take one from here, one from here.
I really liked how he was describing how the holes in each of the bottle changed over the years.
Over the period of time as they had their stuff together back in the 1860s to even develop this. They were miles ahead of their time. Hola.
¿Qué tal?
Muy bien, ¿qué vamos a ver?
Vamos a abrir una botella del año 1958 con un procedimiento un poco diferente. Vamos a degollarla.
Vale.
Okay.
Degollarla vamos a romper el cristal por aquí con la ayuda de una tenaza caliente.
Cool.
Y esto es para no romper el tapón, para que el tapón luego no nos perjudique a la hora de beber el vino.
¿De vez en cuando lo cambian los tapones o siempre lo dejan así?
Este está sin cambiar. Hay algún año, cuando vemos que los tapones se estropean demasiado, que sí los cambiamos.
Cambian todos.
Pero sí, cambiamos toda la añada. Pero en este caso
so
no.
They do that every now and then.
Yeah.
Like they'll change all the corks because they're in such crap condition, and they'll just do that. But they'll only do that at the wineries.
¿Me tienes que ayudar?
Sí, claro.
Tienes que ayudar cuando yo quite la tenaza caliente.
Vale.
Tú pasas un poquito de agua justamente por donde yo quite la tenaza.
Vale. Tú me dices cuándo.
Eso, cuando quite. Cuando la quite.
Okay.
He's going to heat up that bottle.
Ahora vamos a calentar la botella.
Vale.
Cuando creamos que está caliente, yo quito la tenaza.
Y yo me voy a pintar con agua.
Le vas a dar un poco todo alrededor.
This is cool. So you're going to go all the way around.
Suena clic,
Sí,
clic,
he wants me to
clic,
take the
lo haremos hecho
paintbrush
bien.
and go around the edge of the hot
Where the
glass.
tongs touch.
Bueno, venga.
Sí.
1, 2 y 3.
Dios mío.
¡Qué bien, qué bien!
That was a
Ha
pretty
saltado
quiet
estupendamente.
payoff.
I'm scared.
¿Está roto? ¿Has oído el clic?
Sí. Hemos oído el clic. ¡Wow!
Ay, ay, ay.
Mira.
Aquí está el tapón.
¿Está caliente? ¿Puedo tocarlo?
No, está bien, está bien.
Now I know what to do when I can't find the wine opener in my house.
Eduardo,
Just heat up the tongs at the
sácame
house.
el tapón de aquí
Sí.
para ver la añada, que es muy importante ver la añada. Porque,
Sí.
Claro.
porque-
Para que sabemos que
claro, claro.
no han engañado.
Exacto.
Los vendedores del vino, de los vinos, ¿no?
Eso es.
That's always nice. Accuse him of tricking us.
No, that's what he said.
No,
That's
I
why
know,
we're
I
going to
know.
look.
¿Por
No,
dónde
but
lo
there's a
roto?
lot of tricks going on.
¿Ponlo por arriba?
A ver. There it is right there.
Es que se ha roto por algún lado. Mira,
Sí, no,
¿ves?
está aquí.
Aquí lo pone, ¿ves? Aquí pone 1958. ¿Lo ves?
Pues
Aquí abajo. Ahí.
Ya, sí.
Ahí.
Sí.
Mira, ¿ves? Justamente estaba el tapón ya queriendo empezar a romperse.
Sí.
Un poquitín se ha quedado un poco de tapón ahí. Lo limpiamos.
Little historical perspective.
Me encanta el cajón también.
Bueno, son unos cajones muy clásicos que usamos aquí para decantar los vinos.
This is like an archaeological.
Holy moly. Oh, look at that color.
Mira el
You can tell
color.
already.
Yo creo que está bueno.
He thinks
Tienes que olerlo un poquitín ahora, luego coges la copa así y calientas un poquito el vino
Vale.
para que con la temperatura esté un poquito mejor.
He's fainting. Está mareada.
No. Hay que darse cuenta que es un vino que lleva 40 o 50 años ahí metido.
Increíble.
Sí,
Y entonces hay que dejarle que se le vayan un poco los fantasmas que tienen dentro, ¿no?
Sí.
Y que el oxígeno
Claro.
haga un poco una labor beneficiosa.
A little
Y
oxygen, a little breath.
entonces que vaya saliendo toda la fruta que tiene dentro, que todavía tiene mucha fruta.
Sí.
O sea que es un...
See, now, back to the
Oh,
barn
wow.
story. Is there a little barn in there, right? Isn't that great?
Could you let go of the
No,
barn?
not letting go of the barn. It's crucial.
Hay que calentarlo un poquitín así, 2 minutos, 3 minutos.
I can't resist.
Mario, he said 2 or 3 minutes.
Whoa.
God, it smells.
It is so good. That is...
Bueno, ¿te das cuenta?
Salud.
Está redondo, todavía está lleno de fruta,
Es una diamante.
es largo en boca.
Yeah.
Larguísimo, te deja un postgusto estupendo al final.
It's amazing the ability of these wines to age. That's where the soil
Depende en
comes in.
cómo se cuiden, ¿no?
Ah, sí, bueno, hombre, aquí tenemos la gran ventaja de que estos vinos han sido embotellados, se han puesto aquí y no se han movido nunca.
The whole trick to the whole world of wine is not to move it very much
Yeah.
and not to change its temperature, because that variation causes the stuff to come out of it, causes it to cook or not to cook, and that's what makes a place that had the vision to build this in the 1860s more than incredible.
My parents were once road tripping through France and drinking wine, and they went to a winery and they said this doesn't travel very well beyond 25 kilometers. So when they got to the 25-kilometer mark, they pulled the car over, had a picnic, and drank the wine.
That's beautiful. Grapes and barn.
Es un tesoro, ¿no? Muchísimas gracias.
Chin chin.
Chin, chin.
I'm out of here after this glass is over, babe. It may take me an hour to finish this, but I'll be moving along.
I'm just going to stay here and continue drinking.
I think you should
without
move in. We'll just get a cot and have them bring Manchego every day.
Perfect.
Well, it's nice to see you finally made it out of the spa.
Yeah, we've seen you for like 4 days.
This
That's okay.
wine's got me a little lightheaded. Biddy, do you think you can handle the ladies while I'm gone?
You're leaving me with them?
Exactly.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go home and see my babies.
What are you going to do without the jamon?
I'll be back next week.
You might live.
A 5-day
You might
ham
live.
diet might do me some good.
I hope you're not driving.
No, I'm not. I have a driver.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much, ladies.
We'll miss you.
Adiós, guapito.
Have a great trip.
Come on.
I was unspeakably sad to see Mario go, but not entirely unhappy to have the ladies all to myself. Claudia had booked yet another spa treatment, so Gwynnie and I headed into the vineyards for the Rioja tradition of locally grown vegetables grilled over an open fire. Chef Nino Martinez had a bed of grapevines blazing not 100 yards from the hotel, an amazing spot for grilling.
¿Qué vamos a cocinar hoy?
Vamos a hacer verduras.
Vegetables.
I know that. Verduras.
5 minutes, 5 minutos creo que estará el fuego.
Don't make the mistake of speaking English because you'll never be able to go back.
So he works in Rioja, and they're sort of known for their vegetables there.
Oh, cool.
So it's a wine and vegetable thing. You should be very happy.
Yeah, everything's local,
Everything's
organic,
local.
everything's
Love this.
fresh.
This is so great.
Prepared with nothing but salt and olive oil.
How perfect.
Perfect.
Feels good though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
A
it's
nice
nice.
warm fire. A chilly day in the vineyard.
La comida de los pobres, la gente que no
sí,
tenía
sí.
dinero, era esto, ir al campo y
Some poor people, this is the sort of poor people food. Come to the countryside and make a fire, grill your vegetables.
ahora es la comida de los ricos.
Oh, that's great. And the food is of a rich man.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be unbelievable. Are you kidding? This is my dream lunch.
It's my dream lunch, too.
I already had my wine at like 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's perfect. I'm all greased up.
Managed to remain ham-free so far today.
Well done, well done.
Are you feeling tearful about saying goodbye to Mario?
Not particularly. Should I be? He's coming
He'd
back.
like this, though, yeah.
Okay, I am.
But-
Oh, God.
You should see the scenes we stage when you leave. There's like people wailing for hours.
Yeah.
Gwyneth!
Oh, Oh dear.
No, he'd have to have some ham with this. Wouldn't eat just vegetables.
Okay, so this fire is ready to go to put the veggies on. And here come
En
these.
la parrilla, las diferentes verduras.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Increíble. So what he does is put the olive oil on at the end, so the flavor of the olive oil is not tempered with.
So are you feeling tearful now? Yeah, I knew it would get to you.
It hit me.
10 minutes later.
How much I love Mario.
Also, if you put olive oil on at the beginning, on a fire like this, it'll flare up, I think. So it's
yeah,
better to
that's true.
save it till the end.
Good point, good point.
How long will this take?
Más o
5
menos
minutos.
10 minutillos.
Ah, now he's starting to tell the truth.
5 minutos.
Al lado, no?
I love these grills with the legs.
I love them too. I've never seen this. I've got to get some and bring these home.
Se estilo la barbacoa de los Estados Unidos.
It's like the barbecue in
well, everybody grills.
the U.S. Everybody grills. That's a title of a book.
That is the title of a book.
Everybody grills. Oh, look.
Echarle un poco de sal
He's going to put some salt on
Not too
top.
little.
en la brasa para avivarla, para darle fuerza.
Oh,
what is he doing?
interesting.
This up. We're learning something now, Gwyneth. What is this?
¿Por qué
What's
estás
going
haciendo
on?
eso en el fuego?
Para avivar un poco
Ow! It jumped on my foot.
para avivar un poco el fuego, para darle fuerza. al
To
fuego.
give the fire a little life, he
a
throws
new one
salt
on
on
me.
it. Watch out, because it jumps and it just burned the living.
In your little exposed skin?
Yes.
Little skin.
Sí, sí.
You can see it jumping. It's totally
You can.
cool.
It's unbelievable. That I've never seen. Have you ever seen that?
Nope, it's a new one on me.
Oh, we lost our.
Lo sabía.
An excellent moment.
I really had my eye on that onion too. Balls.
There'll be another one. Look at the eggplant. Perfect.
Oh, it's getting nice and brown.
It's really nice. See, without Mario here, there's no one to insult me.
Well, I'm not going to insult you. I'm not picking up that mantle. I'm not going to insult you, even though you work for the New York Times.
You like them a little crunchy or very soft?
Soft.
Yeah. Easy.
See?
Look.
Ooh la la.
Beautiful. Yeah.
All caramelized and lovely on the other side. Those endives. Endive. And I never can say that word.
It's living in England that's confusing you.
I love asparagus on the grill.
So, Nino, you put the olive oil on after everything is done? At the very end?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a tragic loss.
that is tragic.
Oh, I'm crying.
I wanted that so badly.
Oh, man. That hurts much more than the departure of Mario. That particular onion slice. And he would feel the same way.
La sal ya lleva. Eso es.
Ooh.
I like your restraint.
You do?
I was being sarcastic,
Yes,
but I
sir.
do like it. I like your lack of restraint.
Un poquito de sal.
Yeah, a little olive oil and salt on that.
Okay?
Podemos?
Take this.
What are you going to go for first?
Asparagus.
I'm going to go for a pepper then.
Tiene que saber a tierra.
Perfecto. Yeah.
Ay,
Tastes
ay,
like the
qué
earth.
bueno.
El espárrago verde, para mí es lo que más me gusta, el espárrago verde. Y la cebolla.
Tastes like the earth, is that what he said?
I don't know, I was concentrating on.
Definitely my favorite meal of the day so far.
How many meals have you had?
It's my second.
La verdura decimos que
I'm going to try some of this endivias. There's not an elegant way to eat this.
So you're ready for a little ride through wine country?
I'm ready. I don't know how much more wine I can take at this.
Well, we'll see production. The thing is that guys who make wine, you can't walk anywhere near them without them offering you
I
some.
know.
They just,
And
it's what they do.
I can't walk anywhere near them without accepting some.
Right. Well,
So it's a problem.
Another drunken brawl this afternoon.
Exactly.
Okay. Thanks again, Nino.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much. Muchísimas gracias.
gracias a vosotros.
Look at, they're still spewing seeds and vines and stuff.
That's so cool. We watched it for a while yesterday afternoon. Just dumping and crushing. Did you eat those grapes? They're so delicious.
They're so delicious.
Oh my God.
They're so
Tempranillo.
sweet. Oh look, there goes a whole big load. That was one of the nicest hotels I've ever been in.
Yeah, rooms
Wasn't
are
it?
fabulous, yeah.
And just the whole vibe, and I don't know, you never get to be in a hotel where there's such history intrinsic to the land and everything, and all the wine, all those hundreds of years of production, and I think it's very cool. You know what I really particularly loved? The pillow menu. Did you see that?
I was cracking up about the pillow menu.
That's so brilliant. Some people like down, some people like feather, some people like synthetic, hypoallergenic.
I thought the pillows were great.
And mine were fabulous. I didn't even have to utilize the pillow menu.
Didn't even have to exploit the pillow menu.
No. So this is El Ciego, the town where we're going in? Did you bike in here yesterday?
Yep. We biked.
Why are you driving, Bittman?
What?
Because
Would you rather drive? We
No.
could switch.
I'm drunk.
You're drunk? Mm-hmm. Then I'm driving because your
drunk.
steady date Mario is out of town. So I'm your designated driver, and you're drunk.
I'm so drunk.
I didn't drink at lunch. I've been drinking Rioja for 25 years, not nonstop, but on and off.
Right.
It's the first time I've been here.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Is it thrilling to be here?
Yeah, it's really nice to be here. And you know, we're only like 100 miles south of Bordeaux. So it's
Isn't
very
that weird?
similar to Bordeaux. And
Yeah.
the whole legend of, I don't know if anyone told you this stuff, but the whole legend is that when phylloxera came to Bordeaux, which was this terrible parasite of the vines, which killed all the original vines in Bordeaux, a lot of winemakers fled from Bordeaux down to Rioja.
Before it got their vines?
Yeah, and they brought stuff down here, and that's how it became a major sort of international
funny.
wine growing. But because they use Tempranillo, which is, you know, as you were just saying, this incredibly delicious grape, the wines have always been much softer and much faster to mature and much easier to drink. And because it was Spain, they were also much cheaper. Well, also because they didn't have the reputation of Bordeaux.
Right. It's
So they're
funny
always
because the
great.
one that we tasted this morning from 58, I think it was.
You were drinking 1958 Rioja in the morning. What was I
Yes.
doing? Sleeping?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
you definitely missed a good
I missed
bottle of
something.
wine.
Yeah.
But it actually was very, very reminiscent of a French Bordeaux. I said that to Mario. I said, this smells and tastes very French. And he looked at me askance, and I said, I mean in a good way.
You know, the Italians all think that the Italians created great cuisine and brought it everywhere else.
That Catherine de Medici brought
Right.
it to France.
More grapes.
Wow.
They're just everywhere. I think we're here, you know, did they tell you this? I don't know. We're here in the middle of harvest,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Yeah.
We are. We are literally in the middle of harvest.
And it completely feels like the cusp between summer and winter, doesn't it? Just this morning, today.
It's true. It was summer yesterday.
We've been traveling for weeks, literally.
It's true.
And it felt like August, and now it feels like November.
And all the leaves are changing. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Are they picking? Yeah.
Yep.
They are. They're all in there picking away. Goodness gracious.
They're picking and they're dumping the stuff into the trucks.
And now it's so cold this morning, they're probably all worried about a frost, so they're out there picking like
I
mad.
wonder.
I would be good at that job.
I was just going to say, we could throw you out there and pick you up in an
I
hour
would
or
love
two.
it. It would be very meditative. Is that a word?
Yes, it's a word, but I bet it's only meditative for 15 minutes and then your back starts hurting.
No, but that's when it becomes meditative. When you have to override the pain.
This is so great. Who had any idea this is what? I had no idea this is what Rioja looked like.
Either. It is reminiscent of California.
So we're going to see this bodega that was designed by Calatrava.
Look at this building.
This is great.
This is crazy.
Bodega Isios. Clearly this is becoming, you know, with the Geary Hotel and this kind of thing, we're becoming another sort of Napa, Sonoma area here.
Right.
We're trying to.
And people touring the bodegas, and I'm sure they do wine tastings, right?
Yep. So we're going to San Sebastian tomorrow, which I have to tell you, I'm sorry you're missing. Because it's just, I've been there, it's so wonderful. It's got the greatest food, it's right on the ocean, it's very French.
I've been there.
Oh, you have been?
Yeah.
It's wonderful, right?
I've been there twice, actually. It is really fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're going to do?
Gonna hang out with Winery Arthak, who's a kind of nutty guy from San Sebastian, a great, great chef.
Cool.
And you are going where? Barcelona next week?
Yeah, we're going to Catalonia, Barcelona, Girona, all the onas.
All the onas.
Neither the glass or two of midday wine, nor even my scintillating conversation, could distract Gwynnie from job number one, checking in on her little darlings.
The statute of limitations has run out on time away from my children.
Meanwhile, back at the hotel, Claudia was getting a final rub and scrub. By the time she would emerge, I knew my limited patience would be getting rubbed a bit thin itself.
Oh, God. After an hour or an hour and a half or maybe 2, I'll be ready to hit the road.
Listen, now that we've gotten rid of those lightweights, Mario and Gwyneth, I'm going to try to show you a good time and get you out of your permanently bad mood.
Talking about.
So you've been to Basque country, right?
Well, this is my first time.
Oh yeah, well it figures you haven't seen anything in Spain.
I love it.
It has some of the best food in Spain. On the way to San Sebastian, I'm going to show you things you won't believe.
Nice.
Things you won't believe. Then when we get there, you meet Winery Arthak.
Oh,
Crazy
really?
man. Yeah, you'll love him.
Cool,
He'll
really?
love you.
You know your stuff.
Nice
Look at this.
work.
Why do you do an entry like this, huh?
Why do you see this one?
Classy.
Hey, we're off.
Let's go.
We had about an hour ride through the verdant Basque countryside to San Sebastian. I figured that would give me time to master my language skills.
Hola.
Hola, buenas tardes. Hombre. Agul. Agul.
Agur.
Agul.
Agur.
You think they know I'm not Basque?
Well,
They might have a sneaking suspicion. Agul.
Agur.
One of my favorite cities in the world.
Oh my God.
And all this wonderful Victorian Art Nouveau architecture. It's really it's the Paris of Spain. I mean, it looks more like Paris than it looks like any place else.
Oh, look at La Bahia, how beautiful, eh?
La Playa.
Wow.
La Concha. And there are all these great places to sit along the beach.
I know.
And there's rocks
So
and there's
nice.
sand and beautiful hills. Very sunny today, too. I'm quite lucky.
Lucky, eh? Y mira aquí, Bitman, La Concha.
La Concha.
The main beach in Donosti.
And look, the little island. There's some modern sculptures out there, too.
It's incredible, isn't it?
And the port on one side, and then the beach, the hills. Oh,
It has everything you need.
everything. It's very Mediterranean, but we're on the Atlantic coast.
We're in Mar Cantábrico tenemos.
And there's a river running right through also, I think we're going to pass.
Urumea. Mira qué bonito.
Que bonito. You know, Biarritz is just over the border in France. Biarritz.
Biarritz.
It's very French, not in its attitudes, but the look. I feel now very avuncular. You know what this means?
No, what does it mean?
It means estoy su tío.
Oh.
Okay, so now we're crossing El Rio Urumea. And there's all these great bridges over it. It really looks so much like Paris. The mountains over here, the river, and the sea. We are right near Arthak. And I'm telling you, there are maybe, I think there's only 2 restaurants in Spain with an international reputation. That is everywhere, even in America and Australia, everybody knows them.
Yes.
Japan, and one of them is Arthak. And you will go there on any given night, and there will be people from all over the world. It's really sort of the Northern Spain gastronomic tour.
Yeah.
Arthak is on this tour.
I'm really excited about this. This is a dream come true.
And he will teach you how to cook. By the end of the day, you will be a genius.
I can't wait for this.
Okay, look at this parking space.
Hey, Biddy, you're really good at this parking stuff, huh? Vámonos.
You'll be a new woman after this. As soon as he starts talking, it's all over because he won't stop. So I just want to say one or two other things. I don't know if he's been in the kitchen for the last year or two because he's so famous he doesn't have to
Dice que
cook
eres tan
anymore.
famoso que ya no tienes que cocinar, que no sabes si has estado en la cocina hace un año o dos.
But he still has chops, you know? He can still do it.
Pero dice que aún tienes la materia.
Sí, no sé si él escribe todos los días, pero yo todos los días cocino, ¿eh?
He doesn't know if you write every day, but he cooks every day.
Very good. Okay, what you can ask him what he's going to make, and you translate from that.
Bueno, yo voy a presentar a Claudia y al gran escritor gastronómico de los mejores del mundo, Cascarrabias. Marc Cascarrabias.
Which means?
Mark Grumpy.
Mark the Grump.
Okay, vale.
For people in this area, their favorite fish is the hake. Even though it's simple and it's not the most, with the most powerful taste, it has a very special texture and it has a lot of possibilities.
Bueno, entonces la merluza para nosotros tiene dos partes. Una es la parte del cuerpo y otra es la parte de la cococha. ¿Qué es esto?
There's two main parts of the hake. This part,
the fillet, the body,
and this part, which
the
is
throat.
a sort of, exactly.
I think we call it a collar, but throat,
collar? And
chin,
he says
throat.
has a very, very special texture.
Cada merluza tiene una.
Each hake has one of these cocochas that we see here.
30 dead hakes right there.
I'm going to start placing the cocochas in this casserole. Así, por ejemplo.
Sí.
Very nice.
No pongas una encima de otra.
He's telling me not to put one on top of the other, just basically put them all as close together as I can.
Ask him if you're doing a good job.
Dice que Bitman que si lo estoy haciendo bien. ¿Qué opinas?
Fenomenal.
Phenomenal. Not only good.
Y ahora échale perejil.
Y ahora perejil también
Bastante
bastante.
perejil, sí.
Quite a lot of parsley.
Look how finely that's chopped. This is 2 hours work.
¿Ya está? Okay, garlic. ¿Cuánto?
Pues ya te iré diciendo.
Vale.
Unas cucharadillas, pero eso es.
¿Así? Una...
Ok.
¿Ya?
Sí.
1,5.
1,5. Y luego un poquito de aceite.
¿Aceite?
Bueno, aceite
Hasta cubrir.
ya te diré.
Olive oil?
Olive oil.
Pero no, eso es.
¿Sí? ¿Así lo está haciendo bien?
Ya está.
¿Ya está?
Es muy importante
Pongo aquí, ¿eh?
Sí, voy, que sea más fácil.
Very famous Basque sauce.
Yes, it is.
And I think I said to you earlier in the week, I think you can ask him this. It's interesting. The the proteins that come out of the fish emulsify the olive oil and the garlic and the
En el
parsley.
pil-pil, las proteínas que salen del pescado son las que emulsionan.
Y la gelatina que tiene el pescado.
Y la gelatina también.
Y el ajo tiene un poquito de gelatina y sobre todo lo que es importante es la temperatura.
The most important thing, the temperature. When people don't know much, my case now, not afterwards.
Yo no utilizo nunca ni los que, pero la ciencia nos ha enseñado que el termómetro vale.
You can use a thermometer, traditional thermometer.
Ahora dale un poquito, un poquito por mover sin más, ¿eh?
Así, ¿eh? Plin, 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 muy sutil, ¿no? Subtly move it, but not too much. ¿No? Así un poquito para que no
se peguen.
No se peguen. Just so that they don't stick a little bit, but not too much.
I think you're a natural.
I think so too. Creo que se me da bastante bien, ¿no?
Muy bien.
Sí, sí.
Tú has hecho cocochas antes, ¿eh?
No.
¿Seguro?
He thinks I've done this before. It's great.
Bueno, y ahora sácalas con un trapito que quema.
Entonces, tarí.
Toma, para agarrar la
Ay, qué chulo esto. Vale.
Está.
Entonces, ¿qué de conseguir?
Que esto se te quede un poquito cuajado de abajo. Así, siempre redondo.
Redondo. It's always in a circular motion. Wow.
You got to keep working. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's an American saying.
I stand the heat.
Look how it's thickening, though, you see?
I'm doing really good here. This is like when you do mayonnaise.
It is like when you do mayonnaise. He told you that. You didn't know.
Of course he told me that. I'm not...
Yeah, you're making an emulsion. It's beautiful.
Claro.
This is classic pil-pil.
Do you think I'm a natural? Yeah.
I don't know if you're a natural, but on your first try, you were making seriously a world-class dish.
You think?
No, seriously.
The sauce is going to start turning white.
Really?
That's very important.
Era verde
y
ahora
green,
se tiene que ir poniendo blanca. Tiene que ir cambiando para que está bien montado.
Claro, it has to start changing color so that it means it's being well done.
Porque si no, sabrá demasiado aceite.
Otherwise, it will taste too much like oil.
tienes otras cosas que hacer.
I love
A ver,
this.
venga, a ver, dale.
I love it. I
dale.
love it.
He wants you to try.
Dale un poco.
No way! Come on, I'm having too much fun.
Se divierte demasiado.
Venga.
This is my goal, watching other people cook. I love it. It's ready? ¿Es listo?
Ya está, mira, ahora tenemos que tener cuidado. Si el negro se nos ha puesto para arriba,
Sí.
entonces le daríamos la vuelta y lo pondríamos el blanco, ¿ves?
If the dark part is up, you would turn it
Al
around. so that
final
the
ya
white
está muy
part is-
bueno, pero si es bueno y queda bonito, mejor. Elena, ¿quieres probar? Elena, mujer.
Hola, Elena.
Hola.
Yo siempre con
He
mujeres.
estado aquí controlando todo
Sí, ¿has
y
contado?
menos mal que tenemos una chica en el grupo.
Oh. She says,
Explícales.
thank God that there's a girl in the team. She's
¿Eh?
been controlling all the process, and she says,
No, la
It
verdad.
gets tiring after a while.
no, just because she thinks that we're better.
No, ha salido fenomenal.
¿Sí? ¿Sí?
Lo último que nos queda es probarlo.
Vale,
¿eh?
she says it looks great. Let's taste it.
A ver. Muy bien. Vamos a probarlo.
She's the official taster,
Yeah.
Elena.
Sí. Es la que prueba todo y la que
Buenísimo.
¿no? ¿Sí? La verdad es que nunca he comido cocochas yo. I've never had cocochas either, ever. Before.
Cocochas, yeah.
You?
Maybe you have, yes. I cooked
you
with
have?
Juan Marie.
Un poco caliente. Muy bueno.
Promising, a ver.
Sí.
Tell him it's the best peel I have had since the last time I was here.
Dice que sí.
Claudia's fabulous peel woke up our appetites. So we did what everybody in San Sebastian does. We went out for a few tapas and a glass of wine, or 3. Joining us was Juan Marie's cohort Bruno, a dynamite chef in his own right.
Con el jamón.
Oye, ¿queréis beber alguna cosita?
Sí, do you want to drink something?
Clarete.
¿Qué estáis tomando?
Clarete.
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 Josu, sácanos 2 claretes, por favor.
Perfecto. Y yo esto ya...
Un poquito de jamoncito que habíamos pedido, pero era para nosotros, ¿eh? Pero
Sí,
bueno,
bueno, yo te robo un poquito. Anchoas a Bitman le encantan.
Anchoas 2 veces.
Sí, son
Bocadillo
Eso
y-
es, boquerón o anchoa en vinagre y en salazón.
Very nice.
Tú estás con... Este es el primero, ¿no, Juan Mari?
Bueno, este es el pincho, ya sabéis que digamos, es el primer pincho que se conoce, que se llama Hilda.
This pincho called Hilda is the first pincho that's known.
I don't know, de San Sebastián. O sea, el que yo he conocido, primero conocí, no yo soy, el primero pincho que conocí hace eso. Tú eres muy joven, pero...
Ay,
Yo
gracias.
siempre me encargo del vino.
He's in charge of drinks, always.
Bueno, siempre se encarga de vino. Toma un pincho, toma una...
Qué bien. Y mira, pues ves, today anchovies. That's my next step. Vamos a ver, ¿eh? De todo así a saco.
Ah, pero eso para comérselo.
Ah, dime.
Agarra una servilleta, un poquito. Y tiene su truquito.
A ver,
Hazte un poquito así,
una
mira.
demostración. He's gonna demonstrate
Agarra.
the tip to eat it right.
Ahí, me está llamando mi mujer, y siempre en el momento más.
His wife
Agarras y tiene que ser de un bocado.
Ah, es un bocado. Vale, no problem.
Ready?
Yeah, wait 1 second.
What, you don't
to do
need-
that.
you
Yeah,
need the
do.
napkin?
Yeah. Vale, venga, Viri. Let's do it. 1,
Ready?
2, 3.
No problem. You are so good.
El que no puede tomar de 2, ¿eh?
Pero de uno.
A lot of vinegar.
I love it, actually.
You should try this, please. It's really,
I will.
with the boccaroni
I love this one, me encanta,
and the
¿eh?
regular
Un poquito más de
anchovy.
vino, por favor.
This
This
vinegary
is very
taste.
nice with the boccaroni
Venga, va.
and the...
I'll try.
Agata aquí.
Entonces este no es de un bocado, ¿no? Hago lo que quiero. Gracias.
You know, I don't know if it's still true, but in the old days, you were supposed to save your bandileros. What do you call them?
Banderillas.
Banderillas. So they knew how to charge you. Each one was a tapa.
Dice
A
que
pincho.
antes siempre uno se guardaba el palillo para que te supieran cuántos comprarte.
Normalmente hay que guardar y se suele guardar el palillo
Yeah, usually you
para
still do it.
saber, porque a veces, pero aquí como somos honrados no solamos.
He said, but here we're really honest, so usually there's no
De
problem.
todas formas, mira, los camareros que están detrás de la barra saben cómo has visto en los casinos los jefes de mesa del croupier,
Sí, He says the guys behind the bar, you know, like in the casinos, the good bosses of the, you know, the croupiers, as they're called.
Ahora hay cámaras, pero antes el jefe de masa sabía dónde había puesto todo el mundo las fichas.
Now there's cameras, but back in the day, that's my favorite
Back in the
sentence.
day, yes, your American expression.
They knew exactly how many pieces each person had in the table.
They just kept it in their head.
Por intuición, saben lo que ha comido cada uno.
Claro, by intuition, they already know what we all ate. Es verdad. Esto está buenísimo.
Salud.
Salud.
Chin.
Bueno, otro brindis.
Bueno, Marco.
With this crowd, I knew the food and philosophy would go on and on and on all afternoon. From one tapas bar to another, an almost never-ending parade of pinchos and vino.
This is, to me, heaven, because you're eating and drinking so fast you become unconscious, and it's just the experience. There's nothing else, you know?
The pinchos, Juan Marie, Bruno, Claudia, and the wine. An intoxicating combo, to say the least, and yet another reminder that San Sebastian is one of those magic spots I hope to return to otra vez y otra vez. For you gringos, that's again and again.
Carla y Ana. This is hilarious. They catch you from afar. They're saying, welcome to Barcelona. Gracias.
Jiggle, shake, move up. Hello. The Riddler. So when this acting thing doesn't work out for you, there's a career in Riddler and Jiggler. I like.
Would you hire me as a wine jiggler?
Why not? Of course. Would be a pleasure.
Top dollar. There's a lot of money in jiggling.
Pornographic.
It almost does. We could drive in this secluded area for 200 miles and not see a single soul.
Except this dude inexplicably standing in the road.
Inexplicably hitchhiking on our road? Don't ever talk to strangers or pick up hitchhikers, my dear.
Up here. You can do it, I'll hold you. I can put this rope around you.
Ask him if what I'm doing is safe.
Wow, look at this.
Hello. Welcome, my friend, to Catalonia. The only thing I would do, a little extra virgin olive oil, never heard anything from anyone. And voila, Catalan 101.
But you're spending a lot of time in Spain. What are you going to take back from this?
Everything that's not nailed down. Want to know more about our most excellent road trip through Spain? For killer recipes, blog updates, travel tips, and a few wacky things we didn't show you on TV, visit us at SpainOnTheRoadAgain.com.
Relive every episode with Spain, a culinary road trip, the companion cookbook and travel guide. Mario chronicles an eating tour like no other, with Gwyneth, Mark, and Claudia on a Spanish road trip of a lifetime. The volume features hundreds of striking color photos and more than 70 regional recipes. You can order by visiting SpainOnTheRoadAgain.com or call 800-260-8633. The price is $34.95. And remember, what happened in Spain didn't stay in Spain.
On the road again, just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again.